Hello and Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you all are doing well. I'm with you MD Shajadur Ahmed. Welcome to my another tutorial. Today I'm going to share with you a simple idea of how we can assign set-based problem to students using Google Form. In some particular task we are used to assign student by different sets, but now as we are in online it is become very difficult for us to assign different sets, but actually we can do it by using Google Form easily. So I'm just want to share this idea with you so that you can also create set based question and provide to the students using Google Form. So let's begin. Okay, so to do that we actually need two things. First thing is the list of student ID, to which batch or to which section we are wanted to assign a problem by different sets. So as you can see, there are different a set of ID of a section, and the second thing, you need to convert your problem set into an image file. Like say this one is our first problem set and this one is our second problem set. So you just need to convert your problem set into an image file so that you can insert the image file into Google Form easily. So now let's move on to Google Form. So in the Google Form you need to create some simple question. First of all, you can put a short question like name, and then you have to move on to another question which is ID, and actually based on the ID we are going to assign the sets like ID, and it should be multiple choice. And now what we are going to do, we are going to copy all those ID of the students from the Excel file into this ID field. So Google make it very easier to us to just copy and paste into it, and it will make each ID into a different option. So how can we do that? Say this is my student list and I am just taking 10 of the student list from the student list, but this is for only the video tutorial. But when you are going to create a Google Form, you have to copy all the students ID of a particular section. So now we are in Google Form, and just see, if I paste all those ID, you see all those ID are become a different option. Okay, so based on the ID we are actually going to assign the different sets of problem, but before that let us create a different section. So to create different section, just add on section, and you can give some name so that you can identify different section. Like in this section I'm going to assign the problem set A, so I say PS A section, and then in this section what I'm going to do, I'm going to add an image. So click on an image, and then from the image browse the image file, that means the first problem set which we have actually converted into image. So please remember, I am saying one more time, we just need to provide image file in Google Form in order to create different sets. So this is my first problem set, I am uploading it. So you see now the image file is available. In your case, just convert your doc file into image, say something or about the problem set like problem set, and then you just need to copy this section, because I have two problem set, but if you have more than 2 or 3 or 4, then you need to copy this for 3 or 4 times. So duplicate section, then rename this section so that you can understand which section you are dealing with. So problem set B section, and now I'm going to change the problem set. So you can remove it or you can directly click on change. Now browse the file, image file of problem set 2, so or problem set B. So you can see I am adding problem set B here. So you can see the problem set B is available now. So now what I'm going to do, we can assign by IDs different problem set. Like I'm going to assign problem set A to the first student, B to the second student. That means the even number of student will deal with the first problem, and odd number of student will deal with the second problem. So this is odd number student number 1, and to do that, first of all we need to click on required, must be, and then go to section based answer. It is very important because based on it we can actually throw, or we can actually move a student from one section to another section. So I am assign first student to problem set B, second student to problem set A, for third student to problem set B, and so on. So now you can see each and every student have a problem set against his ID or her ID. So when he pick his or her ID, it will show only a specific problem set, but he or she cannot see another problem set. You can I am assigning by BA just like that, but you can also assign, suppose you are assigning first 5 student the problem set A and assigning the second 5 student problem set B. It's depend on your condition. Or if there are more than 2 problems, suppose 5 problems or 10 problems, then you can distribute as you wish. So now we need to do one more thing. Like after completing the problem set A, student need to submit the file, and it will be automatically submitted. Now we are done. So just we need to see if it is work or not. So click on the preview button. Suppose this is my ID, and now suppose this one is the first student ID. He is clicking on his ID and then click on next. So if he picked the first student can see the problem set B, and let's go back and let's assume that I am the second student. So if I am second student, I will select my ID and click on to next, and then I can see the problem set A. So that's how actually we assign different problem set to different student depending on their ID. So it is actually very easy things to do. We are actually using these things when we are in physical class, but we think it is difficult to do in when we are in online, but it is very simple things to do. So I guess my intention is to help you to do that, so you can make yourself satisfied that yes, I have assigned problems to a student depending on different sets. So that's all from this tutorial. So stay safe, stay home. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.